brave without a break. What if burnout isn't proof that you failed, but evidence that you've been carrying more than anyone realized? Many leaders experience burnout with quiet shame. They wonder if they should have been stronger, more resilient, more capable. So they blame themselves. They push harder. They try to recover by doing even more. But burnout rarely begins because a leader lacks strength. More often, it appears because that strength has been stretched without restoration for far too long. Burnout is not your identity. It is information. It is your mind, your body, your spirit asking for renewal, asking for healthier rhythms, asking for leadership that includes the leader. Because courage without recovery eventually becomes exhaustion. Service without restoration eventually becomes depression. Wise leaders do not ignore those signals. They honor them, not because they are giving up, but because they intend to serve and keep serving for years to come. Poem for today. It's not a flaw, it's not defeat. It's what occurs when strength repeats. You carried more than most could see and called it love and loyalty. Burnout is the body's cry, not to stop, but to ask why. You are not too weak, you are simply shown what happens when you lead alone. Some of the most dedicated leaders are the ones most vulnerable to burnout, not because they care too much, but because they have forgotten that they are included in the care they so freely give. Sustainable leadership asks a different question. Not how much more can I carry, but what conditions will allow me to keep leading with wisdom, compassion, and strength. That question changes because the goal is not surviving leadership, it is sustaining it. Here are 3 ways to respond with wisdom instead of self-criticism. First, replace one harsh thought about yourself with a more compassionate truth. Recognize that needing restoration is part of being human. Second, identify one responsibility you've been carrying alone. Consider where support, delegation, or honest conversation might lighten the load. Third, ask yourself, what is my exhaustion trying to teach me? Not about my work, but about my leadership conditions. Let that question guide your next step. You are not broken. You are human. And perhaps you've simply been brave for a very long time without enough space to recover. Give yourself that space now. Because leadership is not sustained by endless sacrifice. It is sustained by courage and the wisdom to renew it. Lead boldly, inspire deeply, impact globally.